Coming up, we'll explore Bourbon Street, a Catholic cathedral, and safety precautions you need to take in the French Quarter. Welcome back to this special edition of the Dolphin Channel News. I'm Adam Jordan. 3 of our very own staff members had the opportunity to travel to New Orleans and learn more about communications and gain a grasp on the culture of New Orleans. Let's head to the thick of New Orleans by starting in the French Quarter on Bourbon Street, where reporter Sarah Mecklenburg walks a street that is known to be the heart and soul of the neighborhood.
Located in the oldest area of New Orleans, the French Quarter, Bourbon Street attracts visitors from all over the country and offers a 24-hour bar service.
Extending 13 blocks from Canal Street to Esplanade Avenue, Bourbon Street is best known for its bars and strip clubs. Regardless of your taste in music, clubs, or food, the street has it all. We caught up with several people to see what they were doing on Bourbon Street.
When you think of New Orleans, everyone talks about Bourbon Street, and I've seen images on movies and things like that, so I wanted to kind of see it in the flesh.
We were thinking of stopping by a couple jazz clubs, and I was interested in going to the Preservation Hall and seeing Preservation Hall Jazz Band.
I think Bourbon Street during the day is probably a lot different than it is at night, so I kind of want to see what happens when the lights go down and the bars are full and everyone's having a good time. I think that's a different street.
The name Bourbon Street originated from France's ruling family, the House of Bourbon. The royal engineer, Adrien Lepouche, designed the city's street layout and gave the street its name. Reporting for the Dolphin Channel, I'm Sarah Mecklenburg. Your school, your news.
Towards the end of Bourbon Street, you can find Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop Bar. This bar is known to be the oldest structure used as a bar in the United States. Let's take a look. America's oldest bar was built between 1722 and 1732 and survived 2 great fires at the turn of the 19th century, as well as Hurricane Katrina. Its structure and fence are built after the old French provincial Louis XV used in French Louisiana. For staff member Wendell Brooks, the bar has a unique atmosphere to it.
It's cool, it's laid back, it's all candle lit, no lights, so it's real intimate. We have a band member that plays at 9 o'clock every evening, and live blues, everything. It's a real nice bar. It's real cool.
Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop Bar is known to be a gumbo of French, Spanish, African, Cajun, and American stories. Its walls are full of legends and mysteries of old New Orleans. The French Quarter also offers architecture style unique to the United States. On the streets of New Orleans, you can find historic architecture showcasing the city's heritage. The styles of architecture can be traced to French and Spanish traditions. You can see anything from cottages to grand mansions on St. Charles Street. The architecture styles make New Orleans a world-famous destination for architecture enthusiasts.
We come down here every opportunity we get because we like the culture, the atmosphere, and the beauty of the buildings.
One artist's inspiration originates from the buildings around her.
Everywhere else in America is very homogeneous. Nothing else looks like this, and that you get to live in this, and I get to live in this, I guess you all get to live in this too. Makes me have a moment, usually once a month, where I ride my bike around, I look around at the city, and I feel very grateful to live here.
With custom homes, churches, and balconies in and around the French Quarter, the architecture in New Orleans is a style that is unique to its city. Just a few cities in the world are identified by a building, but New Orleans is instantly recognized by a certain cathedral. The Cathedral Basilica of St. Louis of France is the oldest Catholic cathedral in the continual use in the United States. The caretakers constantly battle the elements and the aging of the cathedral with ongoing conservation and restoration. The St. Louis Cathedral became a parish in 1720. Adrien de Puget designated this site for a church in conformity to a plan from the engineer of Chief Louisiana. The inside of the church is aligned with the traditions of the Catholic faith with stained glass windows and paintings on the ceilings. The cathedral overlooks Jackson Square, which is set in the center of the quarter. Just across the street from Jackson Square is a local hotspot for coffee and beignets. Café du Monde is a quick stop throughout the walk of the French Quarter. Reporter Haley Muley brings us details.
In the heart of the French Quarter in New Orleans, Louisiana, Café du Monde is a top tourist attraction. This cafe is best known for their café au lait and their French-style beignets. Tourists, such as Anita Dunzelman, continues to come back to the cafe every time she visits the area.
I have heard about this place probably since 1980. And if you ever come to New Orleans, you've got to come here, I've been told. So every time I get to New Orleans, I come here.
Café du Monde offers a sit-down service as well as a to-go service. They are open 7 days a week since 1970 and only close for occasional hurricane passing.
Open 24 hours a day, Café du Monde may be messy dining, but their beignets and coffee is what brings tourists back from all over the world. Reporting from New Orleans for the Dauphin Channel News, I'm Haley Muley. Your school, your news.
Connecting Canal Street to Garden District and Uptown, Magazine Street is a site to stop during a trip through the French Quarter. Filled with commercial buildings, old homes, bars, and restaurants, this street is one of the most famous in New Orleans. The name of the street came from the Spanish word Magazine Almazon, which means warehouse. The road goes in one direction from Canal Street, parallel with the river, through Uptown and the Garden District. Approximately 6 miles west of the city center, visitors can find Uptown New Orleans. This neighborhood is home to Loyola and Tulane universities, as well as the Audubon Zoo and Park. Located on the east bank of the Mississippi, Audubon Park offers sports fields, picnic facilities, and the Audubon Golf Course. This park opened in the late 19th century and is named after the artist, naturalist, and later New Orleans resident John James Audubon, who was famous for his expansive bird studies in their natural habitats. The establishment of the park dates to a time when it was plantation used by both the Confederate and the Union armies. The ring around Audubon Park was closed in the 1980s and is now a popular walking, jogging, and biking route. Audubon Park is also home to hundreds of birds, including blue herons and hingas and many species of ducks. That's going to do it for this special New Orleans edition of the Dauphin Channel News. I'm Adam Jordan. We'll see you next time. You can find more of our award-winning work on YouTube under the Dauphin Channel. You can also friend us on Facebook and follow the Dauphin Channel on Twitter.